everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're talking about your financial future is at stake. You got to get your assets ASAP. And speaking of ASAP, we have Nestor, left field of Punta Cana Solutions, in the house tonight. So once again, you will be able to get assets, and assets pay us, ladies and gentlemen. That is the definition that we use here in the SSN Nation. And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You know it's SSN Nation Live. And once again, please smash that like button and also share the videos, because you never know who's looking for assets, aka real estate, stocks, bonds, anything that returns money to you after you put money out. That is what we're talking about as assets. And tonight, a special surprise. Updates, promos, discounts specifically for you, and you guys get to know about it first. I love how we get to know about it first from our familia, Nestor left field. He's back with a quickness, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want you to miss out on these opportunities. And let me see who's in the house first, though. Karen Ann, congratulations. She has pulled the trigger. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, and she's gotten her Del Mar unit in by eBay. Congratulations on that. And you cannot go wrong. In case you have missed the Dominican Republic Weekly, episode 12, then you would know that's a hot spot, ladies and gentlemen. So go check out that. And once again, thank you so much for being here. Robbie D Solutions. DJ Robbie D is in the house from Philly. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with our friend Nestor, left field from Punta Cana Solutions. He's going to be here in about 2 minutes. So we have to welcome everyone. What's up, SSN Nation? Hope all is well. What's up, DJ Robbie D? Very nice to see you once again. And the emerging millionaire, the CEO of his life, George's Charles, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with Nestor left field. And hello to you, Charles. We're about to get down to business. I'm about to bring on the man of this hour right here, starting it off hot. Wait till you hear about this. In fact, get your pen, pads, and papers ready, ladies and gentlemen. I have mine because I've learned a little bit before you guys, of course. But that just gets me excited. You want to know about this one. You don't want to miss this, because being inside one of the top 5 projects, we're going to be talking about Vista Cana, Punta Cana, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be talking about projects inside of there. And you don't want to miss this. You need to tell your friends to get over here ASAP, because this right here means everybody can get involved. All right, let's bring up the man himself. Nestor, let's see here. How are you doing this evening, my man?
Evening, familia. How are you? Good night. I'm very glad to be here again, twice in a week. We got a record. We got a match.
Exactly.
So I couldn't
That's
be
right.
away
The
of you guys after we had a big meeting with the developer of one of my top 5 investment. Of course, this is a great asset that you can get. We're talking about Urbe Vista and Urbe Vista Lux. Urbe Vista Lux is going to be the 3rd stage of this huge project of Urbe Vista. It's the 2nd major and biggest builder inside Vista Cana. Oh, yes, Mr. Charles, we will. But Give me a couple of minutes. So what I got for you, we got a date, a delivery date for Urbelux. It's August 2027. So we're talking about 40 months. So if we run the math a little bit, the calculation of the installments will go
Yes.
lower than $900 for a
Right.
99,000 unit. Okay,
Okay.
one advantage. The other thing is that the payment plan, it's changed. It's not the regular payment plan that we do in all of the units in 90% of the projects. We are talking about a 15% on the signature, 35% during construction, and 50% at the end. But not only that, do you remember a little bit about the video that we run on Wednesday? If you didn't, go again and check the video on Wednesday. We got several amenities, special amenities inside our blocks that they're, to be honest, they are unique because this I haven't seen any other condominium or any other project. The shape of the eye that evolves with the how do you say it? With the condos, with the buildings on the with the pool on the middle, the round pool. That round
Yes.
pool, it's a lazy river, so you can just float around, relaxing, chilling. The middle part, the hidden cenote, it's salt water with sand. So you're gonna have your own artificial beach inside that place. It's one of the best places I've ever seen. The other thing is that the hidden garden that we saw with the colored glass, the stained glass, it's going to be a meditation area or a yoga area. And they're placing a very Instagrammable places around the condo. So you will have all of those in there. Besides that, you are entitled to use the owner's club of Urbe Vista, and you can use all the amenities of Urbe Vista because you're going to be part of the same complex. So,
Yes.
and they are
Yes.
building also a central park between both. So you will have a very beautiful garden, very well maintained garden between Urbelux and Urbe Vista. Urbelux is going to work as the main lobby of Urbe Vista and Urbelux, of course. They're launching, also, this I didn't tell you, Eric, they're launching the property management plan, which
Oh,
is not mandatory. So
lovely.
they're working with both. If you want, you can do it by yourself. If you don't want, just go with them. And in fact, they're preparing packages that, for example, if you have a client or a tenant that's going to arrive and you don't have from your property management anyone that goes to clean your condo, you can call them and say, you know what, go clean my condo, go prepare it, put this in the fridge, yada, 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 all the works, and they will do it. So they're very, very, very flexible. And
Okay.
remember, of course, Confortur, knowing no tax on the property. Besides that, if we see the availability, of course, in Urbelox, we already have a proud owner here. It's not George. It's not George. He
No.
got the first pick, and he got for me the best condo.
Right.
He went with the best suite that
Yes.
I ever seen, extremely well located. The
Oh.
other thing that I didn't tell you is that all the hallways of the whole round part are connected. So you will be
Oh.
having six entrances to the whole building, plus six elevators for each side.
Okay.
So it's
Nice.
it's going to be very, very nice.
What
There's
are the management fee for
okay.
Urbit? Did they tell you?
Well, they told us an estimate that can
Okay.
range between the 20 and the 30% per night. It will depend since they have different levels of packages.
Okay.
So they can go from a fixed amount,
Right.
like for example, I just want only cleaning, so they will charge only the
Oh.
cleaning,
Okay. Okay.
or they want the whole thing. If they want the
Right.
whole thing, they can go to a 30%.
All
If you
right.
want some aspects of the property management, it can lower either to a fixed rate or to a 20%.
Okay, but the thing is, then, does it matter if a person gets furniture package or not?
No, no.
Ah,
That's the
nice.
good part. It's not mandatory. Of course, it's recommended to have the furniture package. And I heard, and we still have the information that probably on the next 2 weeks, we will have the price of that package. So they're doing, since
Okay.
these condos do not include the white line, so they do not include dishwasher,
Oh,
fire, they're going to do a master package with everything. So appliances and furniture. And what we heard, it can go between 12,000 up to $20,000 depending on the unit.
that is correct. You did say no white line though.
No white line.
That means you got
Exactly.
to. Okay, the furniture package would therefore
Furniture package
include.
will include
All
the white line.
right. Okay. All right, and that's Urbe
What's
Lux.
included? Yeah, what with
Urbe,
Orbelux and Orbivista, both.
both. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And what's included on all the properties inside Urbe is the jacuzzis. These people love the water. So besides the pools, you will have the water. Your jacuzzi on your place.
Uh,
Water sells. Water
okay.
attracts people.
You're right. You're right. You
That's
are
one of the
right.
distinctive things on a rent. How much is Urbe? Amazing question, Miss
That's
Karen.
right.
We
Hold
have
on. Hold
two
on. Hold
priceless.
on. Hold on. Wait
Yeah.
till you hear this. Get your pen, pad, and papers ready because you don't want to miss this pricing and a different pricing structure payment plan wise. Victor Marrero's here. You know him, Nestor. He
Hey,
is a
Mr.
real estate
Marrero.
investor. Yes.
He's
Hello,
going.
all.
He's going to Urbelux. I know for sure. He's going to sell his Margaritaville and come down here and stay in Urbelux. He's going to fall in love with it. I know it
Exactly.
for a fact.
All right. Well, do you want to
So
go over prices since Karen asked about it?
let's go first with Urbelux, since it's the hot cake, it's the caramelito.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, this one will be Urbevista. But okay, let's talk a little bit about Urbevista.
Okay.
Urbevista is the main master plan that started all. Okay, right now the availability is a little bit scarce, so we do have in
Okay.
Urbevista. Okay, here we go. Still available some villas. They're duplex villas. It's what we call townhouses.
Okay.
150 square meters, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 3 parking spots
Wow.
that I didn't mention it. So they're
That's different.
big villas. They are all around the social areas, and they go for 250K, which is a
Okay.
fair price
Yes.
for a villa.
Yes, it
Then we
is.
have, as they maintain their architecture on Urbelux as they did in Urbevista, it's very easy to understand. All the 3 bedrooms are ground floor, so
Yes.
they will have a little bit of garden plus the jacuzzi. So they're not small. They're 1,200 square feet, more or less.
Okay.
3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom. They go depending on the view from 187 to 190. So
Okay.
those types of units are available at this moment in Urbe. And if we go to the other types of units, are the 1 bedrooms, 60 square meters inside, 20 square meters on the terrace. That includes the jacuzzi. They go for 122 and 125. But the
Okay.
prices here are not the most attractive part of this project. We have special payment plan. Remember that this is a project that's going to be delivered by mid 2026. So we still have a lot of time to do it. In
Oh
fact,
yeah.
let me recheck the,
That's that's over
the
30
delivery date.
payments.
Exactly. So we have what we call an extended payment plan. Okay. And by extended payment plan, okay, sorry, this is August 2025. August
Okay.
2025, this one.
All right.
But the extended payment plan, it's what do you think if we will go with the 10% signature, remember that you only reserve with $1,000. 1,000 signature 30 days later with 10%. 25%. That's right, guys.
25.
25% during
You're
construction,
playing with this.
and 65 upon delivery. So, guys, tell me what you think about that. It is doable. It is extremely doable. You're gonna have very low installments. So this is
Exactly.
amazing, but that's only applicable to Urbe Vista, stage 1 and 2,
Okay.
not
All
to
right.
Urbe Lux. Urbe Lux, it's still a caramelito the way it is, and we are keeping the 15, 35, 50. So it's very, very, very doable.
All right. And if you remember, a lot of people may be watching this or new, they don't know what's
Oh yeah.
in Urbe Vista as well as far as amenities go. And
Ex-
there's a lot.
oh
So
yes.
hold on tight. And everybody from okay, and there's one other thing. Urbe Vista, if you own it Urbe Vista, can you go to Urbe Lux?
Yes, you can
Okay.
enjoy both, because in both you will have different amenities. In both you have, well, in total, inside Urbe Vista and Urbe Lux, you will have three restaurants.
Three.
Three,
Okay.
because you got Owner's Club that has its own restaurant, its own
Yes.
bar, cigar lounge,
Yes.
the wine cellar, the pool theater, the of course pool, both for kids and grown-ups, and on the common area you will have the other pool, the other big pool. You're gonna
Yes.
get the sports court. You're gonna get the arcade. You're gonna have the multi-use park. You're gonna have the yoga part. You're gonna have the pet park. So there are more than 15 amenities inside the premises. Plus,
Yes.
they include these new amenities in Urbelux that they are unique: the saltwater cenote, the lazy
Exactly.
river, the
Exactly.
secret garden, plus several Instagrammable places that can go. Because we've noticed that when everyone travels, they love to take pictures everywhere. So
Exactly.
if they do, this is the place to be.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. There you go. And here I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have to have the jacuzzi?
Well, it's part of the facade, so yes,
Okay. All right. Yes.
it's included.
All
And
right.
on the ground floors of Urbelux, it's not going to be a tiny jacuzzi. It's more like a small pool.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to be bigger
All right.
than the regular jacuzzis.
Are we talking about hot water here?
Hot and cold.
Okay. All
You
right.
can
No.
turn on and off
Right.
the heater,
All right.
because to be honest, on this weather, it makes no sense hot water on a jacuzzi.
Exactly. 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 Victor Marrero is saying he started working with an interior decorator for our Galaxy project. I sent her the floor plan and she sent back an estimation, 2 bed, 2 bath. I'm looking at around 30K. Okay.
Okay, it will depend a lot on the places that you're looking for the furniture and appliances, and
Yep.
also the brands. You can go, for example, let's talk a little bit about that part, because that's one of the major parts when we run the ROIs and we run the test of the returns of investment. That's one of the major issues. It will depend a lot on the buyer,
Yes.
and on where you're going to look for. If you go, for example, to stores like Ilumel, like Bamboo Deco, that they're extremely high-end furniture, that they're beautiful, they're amazing, but we're talking that a bed can go up to 10K. So it
Exactly.
makes no sense.
Right.
And if you go to the other side of the spectrum and go to IKEA,
No, no.
you will furnish a house with $12,000 at
Yeah.
3 bedroom, and the furniture will last, but it will last 2 years, and in 2 years you will need to change it. So
Exactly.
it will depend a lot. There, 30K for a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom is not that bad, but it's on the high price.
Yeah, I agree with that. I will say this also. I think where he's talking about the Galaxy comes with a white line.
Yeah,
So to me, I don't know how we get to 30 grand when I already have my fridge, my ACs, my stove, my range, my hood, and all that stuff. I 2 bedrooms and a living room, dining room area. I can't get there. It'd have to be something crazy.
yeah.
$2,000 for everything. And
That's an extremely high-end
it,
furniture. So
it,
they're going with, the solid wood, lacquered, yeah, something like that.
yeah, it would have to be. I can't see how we can get there, but never fear. We already know we are a project, Nestor. We have so many SSN Nation family members who own in Punta Cana or in Dominican Republic.
Exactly.
So
No,
when
and
I walked into the Opian's place and he goes, well, we only do wholesale. I said, yes, that's right. I'm in the right place. I am a project. We have 20, 30, 40 people that could potentially can
exactly.
order. And so the prices are much different than retail values. It's
Exactly. And
insane.
besides, remember that there's an advantage if the project has Confotur. You
Yes,
can bring your furniture from the States and from Canada at a very low price.
that's correct. That is correct.
So,
There's a lot of options.
yeah.
All right. Yes. So any other surprises that we don't know about over here in the Urbe Lux Urbe Vista family? And by the way, you mentioned 1 and 2 phases.
Yes.
So there's villas and
There's villas, there's condos.
those villas and condos, are they first phase? The first
There,
Urbe Vista
yeah,
is
first phase was just condos.
okay.
Phase two, they put the villas
All right.
and the amenities.
Okay.
So, and now they added the lux part. And we are
Yeah.
hoping, and that's something that we spoke a lot yesterday.
Mhm.
We are hoping and really, really hoping that there comes a fourth phase. They are negotiating more land, so they
Oh
are
wow.
they are
What?
putting more things.
Jesus, they already have this big piece of land already. I mean, that's
It's
incredible.
it's the second biggest in all Vista Cana. Is the biggest right now will be Savannah.
Right.
The second biggest is this one, and
And
they're the second private major builders inside Vista Cana.
yes, and also we forgot one of the best features. You're about 100 yards to about 150 yards away from the second man-made beach, which is going to be the largest man-made beach, as far as I know, in Punta Cana area at 75 square meters. That's
Yeah,
insane. 75,000 square
75,000 and
meters.
18 meters deep
Eight
because they're
what?
yeah 18 meters deep because they're
Are
putting
you serious?
yeah because they're putting scuba, well, that's what people
Scuba
said,
diving.
that they're
Yes.
putting a scuba diving school there. So
Wow, that is pretty serious. 18 times 3 feet is what you need to know.
yeah,
18 times three. So that's going to be like almost 50. What is that? 54 feet or something like
more or
that.
less, more or
Yeah.
less.
55, 60 feet, 50 feet deep. That's pretty deep, quite
It's
frankly.
pretty deep. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
deep.
pretty
It's
awesome.
one of the most I don't know how to say risky projects or dreamy projects on the area. It's going
Yeah.
to turn out amazing.
Yes, Karen Ann. Well, speaking of furniture, you're going to have to start looking around. When is delivery is going to matter, and where you're going to buy the furniture will matter. You only have a few options. It's not like you have 50 options.
Yeah.
You're going to have to ship it over. You're going to have to buy it there, or you have to figure out if you can find a wholesale location. Now, the tricks of the trade, like I said, I have several tricks. One of the tricks is the cruise terminals or the ports where they deliver goods and services. What happens a lot of times, if you can find a location, people ship items, and then when it gets to the island, they don't have their customs paperwork in order. So therefore, some of this furniture, brand new, is sitting somewhere, and usually they have a couple of outlets that if a person doesn't pick it up by X amount of dates, this furniture company, who I don't know who it is right now, they get this furniture, and you can get it for 20 to 30% less than what you could buy it for retail. So that's one of the little tricks of the trades. There's more tricks of the trades that I can talk about in another video, but right now we're going to stick with Urbe Vista, Urbe Lux, because Nestor only has a short time. So
yeah, I'm only here for 15 minutes. I just took
that's
over
right.
because I needed to give you this scoop.
That's
So
right.
the 30K interior design for an apartment
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
include the
yeah,
decorator fees. Yeah,
yeah,
usually it's like that, Mr. Victor.
yeah.
Usually
Don't
there.
do it. Don't do it, Victor Morrell. We got something for you. Stay tuned. We'll talk
Oh yeah.
about it after we get over this. Victor, is the galaxy's not ready, man. Come
Nope,
on, stop
not
playing.
ready. Not ready.
And it's not going to be ready in 20. Oh, I thought he was saying 2025. Delivery is 2025. Okay, well, Karen Ann, no sense in getting furniture this far in advance.
Yeah. In fact, I strongly recommend for a unit that's going to be between 2025 2026, don't start looking for furniture or appliances because it will be out of date at the moment that the
Exactly.
delivery is going to be
Exactly.
done, and the prices
Exactly.
will vary on 3 years. So,
Exactly. And trends change and
yeah.
everything. So yeah, don't order this far in advance. You should, first of all, my opinion, let me know what you think, Nestor, on this. First of all, when you finish making your plant payment, generally, or when delivery happens, you're going to have 60 days, 90 days. So during that time frame is when you probably should start looking for furniture. There's no reason to purchase
Exactly.
$30,000 or $25,000 a year in advance, and then they don't deliver on the delivery date, and you're waiting another 6 months or something. I mean,
Yeah, and you will be paying a warehouse to store
exactly,
that furniture and to store the
exactly,
appliances. So it makes no sense to buy it so early. It's
exactly,
I will wait until the property is ready and move and then start looking for the furnitures because you're gonna have to put it on a warehouse and they're gonna damage there. So it's
exactly.
not the idea.
Exactly. It's not good at all. Not good at all. All right. Delivery is 2025. All right, guys. We're going to be talking about other things after Nestor leaves. So I want to thank you once again, Nestor, for being
Always at
here.
your service, Eric. You know, you are my familia. And well, here we are. Let me know anything you
Oh,
need. You know, I'm here in Dominican for you guys.
yes. And there's one last thing. We're not going to talk about this right now. The Sabana contract that George was talking about.
Yep.
We got to talk about that
And
another time.
another time we should appoint about that specific clause.
Yes, exactly.
So,
All right.
Mr. George, I'm going to write to you right now.
Exactly.
Okay?
All right.
Guys, have a great night. Love you and all the best.
Exactly. You too. And by the way, I had something else in the back office, which I forgot about.
Yo.
We had some other things. The video.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second. Yeah, we got to run a video here. Just a second. I didn't realize.
Yeah, this is Urbe Lux.
Yes.
I think the video is not showing.
It's not showing.
It's beautiful. It looks like River Island. It looks a little bit
Exactly.
like River Island. Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
I know, Miss
Exactly.
Karen. Uh, they said that similar minds think the same. So it's remember that Noval and Urbe are one of the oldest companies in Dominican. So
Exactly.
they know what sells, they know what attracts tourism. That's why
Exactly.
they did this type of designs. And
Exactly.
if you think about it, it's logical to go with the round shapes. It's
Yeah.
easier for the construction company, plus it's easier to maintain and it's more appealing. It's less aggressive.
That is correct. And we didn't even get into pricing for Herbe Lux, though.
Of
People don't even
course,
know.
they don't know this part. So here
Yeah.
we have the separation with the 15, initial with 35 and the 50. But we start at $99,000 and they can go up to 162. 162 will be the 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, ground floor with the jacuzzi and a small garden. So this one, that will be the most expensive one.
Okay.
So, and they start at 99,000, the studios, and if on the middle, the 1 bedroom, which to be honest is one of the hot spots, they go for 127. So
Okay.
it's very, very fair price for a very nice product.
Yes, it is. I have to agree. Exactly. All right. Well, we almost left it out, but we did not.
Yeah,
So
we did not.
we made it by the skin of our teeth.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Well, familia, have a great night. Enjoy the live stream tonight. Always a pleasure to be here with you. And well, you know where I am, guys. You know that I'm here for you. And anything you need, let me know. Mr. George, I just wrote to you.
All
Okay,
right. Excellent.
excellent.
And on
Have a
your
great
way
one.
out, I'm going to play the video.
Oh,
So I'll
yeah.
see you later. Thank you so much once again, Nestor, for giving us
See
the
you.
latest news.
Excellent.
All
Have a
right.
great one.
See you later. All right. Bye.
Oh, sorry. I'm here.
It's all right. No worries. Just put them in the background. It's all good, Nestor. I muted you. You're in the background. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. That's how we start off, giving you opportunity. Nobody's going to be left behind. No credit checks, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. You can get real estate, which is an asset. Your financial freedom's going to be at stake. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you know I talked about this before. Remember when I was saying the Federal Reserve helps the big boys. That means the corporations. That means the wealthy. They make sure that they can spend their money and get loans, that they can create derivatives. You guys understand derivatives. We've been talking about it for years. So here's what's going to happen when they reduce the interest rates. What do you think is going to happen? People are going to buy homes. Home prices are going to go up. If you're not on that train, you're going to be left behind. Your financial freedom's at stake because it's going to cost more money to live. If you haven't been around for the last 5 to 10 years, you know things are damn near double or triple from what you paid just a few short years ago. Do you think this trend is going to stop? It is not, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to find avenues of money coming in the door. One way is long-term or short-term rentals. That's one way you can do it. Or you can invest in another company. That's another way to do it. Or you can buy stocks. And I suggest you check out yieldmaxetfs.com. And if you want to get your Robinhood or Webull app and you still haven't gotten it yet, the links are down below to get your free stocks when you sign up for them. So that's what we're trying to talk about here. And Nestor started the party off tonight. Looks like River Island is what she was referring to regarding Urbe Luxury inside Vista Cana, which has a sports complex, which has an equestrian center, which has man-made beaches with beach clubs, cafe, bar, restaurant, commercial zone as well is going to be inside Vista Cana, not on the outside like originally thought out plan. They are going to have a 9-hole golf course, which has the only nighttime 9-hole golf course in all of the Caribbean. So I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but as you know, top 5 resorts do matter. Vista Cana is in my top 5 list, and it cannot be denied. No way around it. All those amenities. And I forget about the jogging trails, the walking trails. We forget all about that. We forget about the sports complex. It's going to have a sports bar and grill, a deli, and they're going to have soccer fields, micro soccer fields, basketball courts, tennis lessons if you're into tennis. Oh, my goodness. And they're going to have a skateboard park, the only one so far that said they're going to have a skate park. And that is pretty awesome. And so, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is why Vista Cana is in the top 5 on my list. George's Charles waits so the people in Urbe Vista can go and use Urbe Lux. Yes, they can, and vice versa. That's correct, George's Charles. Congratulations, because you own it, Urbe Vista. You can now go to Urbe Lux and get some of that zen from the saltwater cenote that they're creating and the lazy river that goes around. You can go over there and hang out. So what more do you want? 99 grand. Well, studio unit, I can't complain. 127 inside Vista Cana for a 1-bedroom. That's about right. 162 for a 2-bedroom. That's still undervalued, quite frankly. So once again, value added for all of you, and they're going to be able to get rented out at these great prices and less than 150 yards from the second biggest man-made beach in all of Punta Cana. When they build it, I don't think anybody else has a 75,000 square meter beach at the moment. Now, let's get things in perspective. The first man-made beach in Vista Cana is roughly about 25,000 square meters. All right. So you guys understand 25 to 30,000. So it's at least 2 times as big. Some are saying it's 3 times as big. So that gives you an idea right there. I don't know if Nestor, he's still in the background. He might want to come up here and say a few things. So we're going to let him back up just a second. But again, think about this. And they both have beach clubs at the first one and the second one. And there's another little thing, too, that we can never talk about. I do not believe Vista Cana is done. They still have land out there, ladies and gentlemen. I saw plans that I wasn't supposed to see years ago, and there was some stuff out there in the middle of nowhere, and so far they haven't mentioned it. But if they mention what I think is going to be out there, oh my God, it's going to be a game changer. And so I'm waiting. We're going to find out one of these days, hopefully sometime in the next 6-7 months. But let's see what Nestor has to say. He has some more things to add.
Exactly. Know that those plans that are top secret, once they used to be a dream. Some
Yes.
of those plans are already out and they're a
Yeah.
reality. Like, for example, you said it, both artificial beach. Miss Karen and asking if it's walkable. Yes, Punta Cana,
Yeah.
Vista Cana is walkable. You can do it either just walking or on a bicycle or on a golf cart. It's extremely big. We are talking
Okay.
about
Yeah.
6.5 square million
Yeah.
meters.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's big.
It's
So
huge.
I wouldn't walk it all over, but
No.
yes, you're gonna have everything walking distance. Depending on the project that you are, you will have at least one or two or three amenities walking distance. To give you an example, here in Urbe, you will have walking distance the beach, the artificial beach, the big one, the 75,000 square meters, with the beach club, restaurant, bar, all the works, white sands. And you will have also the sports city walking distance. So you are on a middle point. And if you jump into a golf cart, you will be at the golf course in 4 minutes. So everything's very close. And you will be having the mall at a nice range. If you have kids, the school will be also at a very close range. And if you like to pray, the church is going to be there too. So it's everything is managed that the people in Vistagana will have always an amenity very, very close and a
Exactly.
commercial area
That's right.
always.
That's right. There's so much going on, and like I said, there allegedly is going to be more,
Oh yeah,
and it's incredible the more part.
and
Uh,
we know of $1 million views.
yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly.
So Mr. Georges Charles says, wait, so the people in Urbe Vista can go induce Urbelux and use Urbelux and vice versa? Yes, because you are owners on the same project. What they extended is the quantity and the quantity of the amenities. So it used to be a smaller owners club. Now it's bigger.
Right,
Now you're gonna have,
exactly.
instead of two restaurants, you're gonna have three restaurants.
Yeah,
Instead of two bars, you're gonna have three bars.
right.
Now you're gonna have all those pools because there's water everywhere, because you
Yeah,
have the jacuzzis, the pools, the private pools, the owner's pool, the community pool, and now the lazy river. So you're gonna have a lot of water.
yes. And speaking of the word owners section, here's going to be the $1 million question. Maybe you don't know. We have an owner's use section, but does the owner's guest, when the owner's not there, do they get to go into that owner's section?
That's a question that we already made. It's supposed not to. So
Okay.
it's owners only. It's
Okay. All
literally
right.
owners only. We're talking about
Beautiful.
100% luxury
Beautiful.
privacy. It's
Okay.
owners. If
Owners
they
only.
go with you, that's a different story.
Exactly.
So
All
if
right.
you're an owner and said, you know what, these guys are coming with me because we're gonna have lunch inside,
That's
okay,
right.
yes, they can go.
That's right.
But if they come by themselves, okay, guys, we love you here, but go to the
Right.
other restaurant. So
Okay. So now there is no memberships, no membership
no,
fee, no nothing additional, right?
no,
Okay.
because it's part of your maintenance, of
Okay.
your HOA.
Beautiful. 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 There, I love this. You know, I love that. I love
Oh yeah.
specialty. I love specialty items. Yes, there's plenty of amenities for the guests. And so I love the special cachet of being able to have your own owner's lounge. That's always a plus.
And there's a wine cellar that you can store your wines without worrying that someone will grab it because it's going to be on the private lounge of the owners club. So
Nice.
it's different.
Nice.
It's
I
different.
like it. I do like that. I have to admit, I like it. Okay. Wow. This is
Yeah.
beautiful, quite frankly.
Did you
Now,
saw that? Yeah, you saw that question, right? How
no.
do you compare this to Laramie? Okay, I know this was coming. Okay,
Okay.
Han. There are two
Look.
very different projects, both
Yep.
tourism oriented.
Yes.
Both are improving the area. Both are attracting investors and more tourists to the area. and I hope there will be more projects like those.
Well, unfortunately, Nestor, we can hope, but
Yeah,
the odds are pretty slim
yeah.
because the cost to
No, the
acquire
cost
the
is too high.
acreage, yeah, it's too high now. It's
And remember that we are on an island, so the
yeah,
land it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
exactly,
So
exactly.
there is no lack of land right now, but in a couple of years it will be.
Right,
And doing this type of project like Larimar, like Vista Cana, like Cana 20 years ago,
right.
it was at those time it was amazing and it
Yeah,
was doable. Right now, nowadays, it's extremely difficult to achieve one of this type of projects. So
exactly.
it's because they are too big.
Yep, too big. And then when they started telling me these people are asking for an acre now, like $1 million,
Yeah.
you just can't get 800 acres. That's $800 million.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't, that's almost
It's
$1 billion. There's just
yeah,
no way you can do this.
it's so you can have an idea. I'm not going to disclose where is that landlord. There's one landlord that goes for $199 million. It's 1 million square meters.
Yeah,
Vistacana is 6.5 million square meters.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
we're talking on the billion
Yes.
frame of price
Yeah,
of land.
that's
So
right.
nowadays, unless you are a very powerful company that
Yes.
owns a lot of assets in the world, it's
Yes.
not doable.
That's correct. Exactly. It's not, it's just not going to happen. So, though, that's why when she says this question, you have to understand when you start talking about top 5 projects,
Yeah,
let's even narrow it down. Top 2 projects. There's a minutia of a difference. It's going to be based on you as the individual. Do I want to be closer to town or outside of
exactly.
town? Do you want certain elements that's inside the project or you want a different element? That's what it's going to boil down to.
Yeah,
So it's up to the individual. We're talking about projects that are on the same equal almost footing as far as
yeah,
amenities and things like that. They're just different, but it's up to the individual. People are going to
yeah.
love one or the other depending on how they feel
Exactly.
and what they're looking for. So
Exactly. But I try to encourage people to go where their heart leads them, leads them.
exactly,
So because
exactly.
it's like a matchmaking. You
That's
fall in
right.
love with a project, so that's where you need to be. So
Exactly.
and I and as I said before, I wish they were more projects
Exactly.
because that moves the economy, that moves the island. It develops the island. I've seen the growth of Punta Cana in this past 14 years. When I moved down here 14 years ago, this was basically a field with light. That was it.
Exactly.
It
Yep.
was a very, very incipient city. Right now, it's almost a proper city. So it's you saw how it grows. When you buy the first time in Macau, Macau was just cows and the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Exactly.
So now we have
Exactly.
two hotels, two huge hotels,
Yeah. Yeah.
several developments there. The highway is going through Macau, going all the way to Ubero Alto and Miches, and now they are planning to build the second airport over there. So
Yeah.
this type of projects are promoting the investment on the area, and I wish there were more,
Yeah.
but we know it's going to be very difficult.
That is correct. So the top 4 projects, top 5 projects who have all the land and they have all these amenities, I don't see how anybody's going to match them other than somebody joining forces together. And then they're going to have to do somewhat like Vistacana has done. But I don't see even that happening because you're going to have to spend 200, $300 million just to get the land. And I just can't see this happening. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, no, no, it's very,
Not
very difficult to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It was a lot easier when things were like uh $15,000 an acre. So that was a lot easier to get. You
It, now it's impossible.
know,
Now it's
exactly. It's
barely,
impossible.
barely, barely, barely
That's right.
doable.
That's exactly right. All right. Okay, Nestor. That's round
Excellent.
2. I love it.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. And I know, well, later on, I will write to you because there are several things that we need to talk because
Yep.
there are some things that are coming new to several different areas that are unwatched and we have to watch those new areas that they're expanding to those areas. I'm not talking about Macau. I'm talking
Nope.
closer to downtown. I'm talking about Cabeza de Toro,
Yeah.
and that area.
Yeah.
It's been under the radar for a very long time
That
until
is true.
now.
That is true. It's on the radar, but the prices, are they going to be proper? That's the question. Because if they are, then we got, and in fact, there's certain things on the radar, like you said, because there's some untapped areas still by the water that people don't know about. So
Exactly.
it's coming.
Well, guys, we have to schedule another appointment and do it. So
That's right. All
see you
right.
guys next time. Love you, familia,
Now,
and the best night for you guys.
exactly. And since he came back on again, everybody on podcast, I didn't have the scrolling number down
Oh,
below
there
for
it is.
Nestor. So we got to talk about his WhatsApp number +1. It's Dominican Republic +1 809 918 1228, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Make sure you let them know you came from SSN Nation. We sent you. Tell him he always gives 110% for everybody. So make sure you get in touch with Nestor because he is one hell of a real estate agent and familia as well.
And familia. See you,
That's right.
familia. Have a great
It's true.
one.
You too, man. All right.
Bye.
Talk to you later. All right. Bye bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. The man of the hour, Nestor. He stayed longer than what he wanted to, but you guys asked questions. He answered questions. He always does the extra for us here, and he enjoys it. We enjoy him, and we're always going to have him come on whenever he has projects that should be looked at. And especially when you're in one of the top 5 spots, you automatically get to come on. All right. Some of these other guys, well, they don't want to be on when they're not in the top 5. I can't blame them though, because we talk about pricing, value, assets, and how you're going to make money. You can't lose at these price points when you're starting to talk about 99,000 up to 162,000. I think I can rent for $100 per night if I have a studio at Urbe Lux, Urbe Vista, anywhere inside Vista Cana. I think I can do that. If I have a 2-bedroom and I only spent 162,000, I think I can charge 162. That's what we're looking for. 1%, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully that helps you out. All right, Karen Ann, she says thanks. Congratulations on your Del Mar unit, which is very, very special. Again, Dominican Republic Weekly, episode 12. I believe that's the one that I talked about, Del Mar being one of the high rental locations this year coming up. So you have picked the perfect location, La Romana by eBay. Perfect. Del Mar, right by the beach. That is awesome. So that is pretty cool. Congratulations on that purchase. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going in. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you let other people know what we've been talking about. I shared some replays. I've played the replay. I've put in the replay in the video rotation because there's a live side and a video side. So Nestor's video we did a couple days ago, it's in replay rotation in the videos. Then we did Larimar yesterday. That's in the rotation now, just tonight. So the new Paradise Towers have come out. So once again, I love this competition. I can't wait to see what Atlantida's about to do. They already did their thing. They said, oh, hold on. We got a 9,000 or 10,000 seat amphitheater down in that small location. I'm going to have to double check on that because once I realized where Atlantida was, I was like, holy smokes, are they going to put some new roads around here? Because having a concert with 5,000 to 10,000 people, how would they get in and out of this place? It is insane. So I'm pretty sure, I hope they have some ways out of here to hit the freeway or something. I don't know overhead. Don't have that helicopter view. But my goodness, if we come off of that road that goes down to Los Corrales, El Cordecito, and have 5,000 to 10,000 people down there, that's kind of crazy. I don't know how long it's going to take people to get out of there, but they'll be hanging out a while. Good thing there's going to be hotels, restaurants. I guess there may be a nightclub or something. Hopefully that'll keep at least a few hundred people or 1,000 somewhere. But what are you going to do with the other 4,000? I don't know. Crazy. But anyhow, Scrolling on the screen, because I did not have it when Nestor was here, is his number. If you are interested in Vista Cana, there's Riviera Castana, there's Urbe Vista, there's other projects that he does have inside Vista Cana, and he's right outside the offices, Punta Cana Solutions. If you're on the island, go walk in and say, I need to see Nestor. I'm part of the SSN Nation. And they have beautiful offices. You guys saw part of it right in one of the intro videos. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty awesome. Your financial freedom is at stake. Do not make any mistake about it. You have to understand, you have to make your money work for you. Even if you start out with a little bit of money. What I mean is, if a person right now says, well, I live paycheck to paycheck, all I have is $10, all I have is $15 left over that I can invest every week or every other week, then do it. All right? There are things out here that can help you out, such as the Yield Max ETFs. Even if you were, imagine if you had $100 after a few weeks, you're one of these people that says, I can only muster $10, $15 every week or every other week, and it takes you 2 months and you have $100 in there. But what happens if on that $100 that you earn like $60 or $50? You may say that's not enough, Eric, but here's the thing. You have to start small, work your way up, because if you had 500 and then the annual return is 300, and if it's 5,000 and the annual return is 3,000, you just keep working your way up. All right? Because there's no going back, and the cost of living is going to cost you more in the future. There's just no way around it. This is how capitalist systems work, and this is how a Federal Reserve who prints money devalues your currency. So therefore, it has to keep going up. It's going to cost the citizens more money. The rich get richer because they are holding assets. You will never catch the wealthy. Listen to this again. You will never catch the wealthy. A perfect example. The wealthy may have $10 million. They're getting a return of, let's just say, 10%. This year, they get $1 million. You're not going to get, you can't catch them. So they're going to use that $1 million to go buy more assets. You, on the other hand, might have a nice 200,000 sitting around, and that same 20% means $40,000 to you, or 10% actually. Now you're talking about 20,000. So what are you going to be able to buy? Nothing. I mean, you can buy in businesses and put your money into something, but there's a big difference between 10 million and 200,000. So you can never catch the wealthy. The only way you can catch them is you have to buy assets that produce higher equity returns. So if you can get 20 to 25 or 30% returns on your money, whether it be equity from real estate, equity from a business venture, some stocks, that's what you're going to have to do. You have no choice. You cannot sit by and go, I'm doing nothing but working at my job and putting away a little savings. Your savings is rotting away. All right? Let's just put it to you another way. Let's say you had $10,000 in 2020. All right? Saved. And at that particular time, what if somebody told you the buying power went down to $6,000? So what you could buy for $10,000 in 2020, in 2023, it can only buy $6,000 worth of stuff. You see, this is what's happening right underneath your noses, but you don't realize it because you're just going year to year, month to month. So your financial freedom has been at stake for a long time, but generally inflation never jumped this high, this fast, and continued. But it was just a matter of time when you're 34, 35, 37 trillion dollars in debt and still printing more money. That is a problem. The Monopoly board says you lose. Because I will say it again, a lot of people, I haven't talked about this in a long, long time. The Monopoly game. Imagine you win at Monopoly. How do you win? You take everybody's money, right? So you have all the money. You have all the properties. You're the big winner. The other four players, they have nothing. Their pockets are empty. But imagine one of the players says, "No worries, guys. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I have to go and see the Federal Reserve." And the Federal Reserve gives him just as much money as the winner has. So now the one thing that the one guy who knows the Federal Reserve, who has as much money as the other guy, what he doesn't have is what? Real estate, businesses, nothing on the board. So the guy that has the businesses, real estate, and everything on the board, he goes, okay, I think I'll take double. If you want to buy something, it's double. Inflation. So now that automatically means the guy that got his free money, he's going to go pay double. The other three people sitting there saying, okay, that's nice. What about us? He says, oh, you don't know the Federal Reserve. You have no way. You don't own any businesses. You have no way to come here and play with us. So you're sitting there having to figure out, hey, I got to come work for you. And then these guys say, it's only worth $10 per hour to me. And then you say, I can't live anywhere. I can't afford. They're like, that's not my problem. You want the job or not? So this is how the game is played. You better start thinking it's not really a game. It's real life. So get on board, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's my speech for the night. So now here we go. Karen Ann says too crowded. And I don't know what she means by too crowded, unless she was talking about my Ann Lad Tita. That's definitely going to be too crowded. Definitely. I don't see. But I will say this. It's so dense. There's so much going on in that area that if you are able to get a condo, villa, or anything in that area, you should be at a 60% to 70% rental rate. Now, I have bad news tonight. They are code red in the Dominican Republic, apparently. Nestor told me prior to when he came on that there might be a storm rolling through, and you guys know what this smells like. This smells like, for all the developments and projects there, that they're going to, if it does hit the island, developers are going to be using it just like they used 2021. They're going to say a hurricane came through, force majeure, we're going to take an extra year. We know the game. This is part of the game, unfortunately, but we will see. Now, again, get in touch with Nestor. WhatsApp number +1 for Dominican Republic, 809-918-1228. Now, speaking of cold and chilly nights, Beachfront Java, beachfrontjava.com, our own Professor Auntie Val has premium blend coffees. She now has teas, so you have no excuse. Free shipping in the United States, premium whole bean coffee, drip, fine ground coffee as well. Ziploc bags, I repeat, so it stays fresh after each use. And from the best coffee regions of the world is where she's getting her beans. So think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Free shipping in the United States, basically starting around $18, $19 and up. So it's affordable, and you're helping out our own SSN Nation member, Professor Auntie Val and family. So why not? All right, go over there, Beachfront Java, but use the promo code SSN Lifestyle, all capital letters. After your first order, you will get 10% off for life, every order. How about that? SSN Lifestyle. For everybody on podcast, you guys know where to go. Get your coffee. And the shipping is quick. It's generally your order, and it's within 7 days, it'll be at your front door. It's incredible. So just think about that, ladies and gentlemen, for this cold, dreary, rainy, wet, snow in some parts of the world. Get your tea and coffee set up now. Many different flavors, blends, everything just for you. All right. If anybody wants to talk about anything else, please let me know now, because this is going to be a little short video for tonight. Like I said, we've been doing live streams regarding real estate pre-construction for the last 3 days. I drop replays in case you missed it. There's the live and then there's a replay, because you guys know I'm still under banning situations. The channel always will be, because I try to help you. We actually try to help you here. If you're going to spend your money, we want you to spend your money by buying assets if possible, making investments, not giving it to me, because we have SSN Nation, SSN Academy, SSN University. We have no tuition fees. How about that? Because this is the no guru zone. We genuinely try to help you. And by the way, today I posted something that was very, very interesting on social media. Let me show you this. I don't have it loaded, but I'm going to see if I can pull this up. I want to show you something which I thought was very cool. It was very cool. I thought it was cool. Let's see. Here we go. Broke mentality versus rich mentality. Look at this right here. Look at this. Misses the old days. The broke mentality. Fears missing out. Thinks rich is evil. Complains a lot. Afraid of investing. Fears change. But look on the right side. The rich mentality. Lives in the future. We are talking future all the time. Learns from mistakes. Yes. Helps others succeed. Notice that third phrase. SSN Academy, SSN University, the no tuition company, the no guru zone. Does not complain. Constantly learning. Avid investor. All right. That speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. So you can sit around and be like 64% of the population living paycheck to paycheck. You can be a millennial where 73% of millennials are living paycheck to paycheck. But I will say this, if you are going to live paycheck to paycheck, try to put some of that living paycheck to paycheck income that you have coming in, instead of wasting it on the liabilities, put it into assets that make money. That would be a better option, because in 3 to 4 or 5 years, you're going to be very happy, because when there's a boom in the stock market, when there's a boom in the real estate game, when there's booms in businesses and profits, you want to be a part of that, because you cannot make 100% increase at a job, right? Can't be done. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And that was by, what is it? The Impeccable Investor on IG. That was one of their posts, by the way. So just think about that. And while I was over here, we were talking about, yeah, I see this. What's this? 3. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, paradise. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about. Victor Marrero, he was talking about, he's working with a designer. Nothing wrong with that. But how would you like to design your own unit? How would you like to have your whole bedroom furnished for $4,000, including a desk? That might seem like a lot, but we're talking mattress, the headboard, one of those 10, 12 feet long. We're talking about a desk that comes with that unit as well, and platform. So $4,000, and this is why we have a problem with the numbers. If you have a 2-bedroom, you could have 2 of those. That's $8,000. All right. Now we go out to the living room set, and we start doing sofas and dining tables and chairs. Well, $50 for cool dining room chairs each. Dining room table, $1,000. A sofa that's like 8 feet long, custom. These are custom. This isn't some things we're going to find at IKEA or any, in fact, no furniture store. When they say $1,000, there's no way we can get to 15, 20 G's. Unless you have something, I just don't see it. But why can we do this? Because if you know where to get the product at wholesale pricing, and if you know that you can go online and you know your room that you're looking at is, let's call it 12 feet long on this wall, and you want to put up a wall unit, you can actually go and put in the wall unit, special order, ready in 90 days. It's shipped to you in 90 days. It's coming to you in 90 days. Yes, stay tuned. We are a project. This is what's going down, ladies and gentlemen. You guys stay tuned. I can't do it right now because I got to go talk to these guys, because we're going to start. I'm probably going to start setting up where you guys are going to fall into slots, because they don't usually sell to general public. So I think we can get them to sell to us, especially if 5, 10, 15 and more people, because we have over 50 people here who have bought in the Dominican Republic. All right. So all we need is maybe 10, because this is what we're talking about. 10 people, 10 orders, and everybody gets your own specific units. Can you imagine your own custom made items, wall units, chairs, tables, everything, your own stone that you want on top of your dining table? I mean, come on. This is all custom. The bedroom, custom. Everything custom. No, so in other words, when things are custom, you do understand that kind of doesn't go out of style, because there is no style, because when it's custom, nobody's seen it before. So therefore, what's the style, right? There's no trend. That is why you want to go custom luxury, because you can keep your furnitures longer and the quality of the build is better. No reason to go to Ethan Allen, even though Ethan Allen is great. But again, it's an arm and a leg. Let's call it what it is. But how about getting it at wholesale pricing? We have an out, ladies and gentlemen, for you. So stay tuned. Make sure you go down below at the bottom, sign up for the newsletter, because this is something that's going to come out starting in the next 3 to 6 months. I'm going back to the DR in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm going to be talking to them. I have business to do. All right. Cana down in South America podcast with Gennaro. We started one. I'll be doing another one, I hope, because they need some content. So we're going to be doing it. So hopefully they're ready for that. We have a lot to talk about. We have to talk about Los Corrales, El Cordacito, when they have new projects coming out and they're selling their 1 and 2 bedrooms into the low 100s. This right here, if you're in the right location, you can have a high rate rental rate. All right. Just keep that in mind all year long. That is the key. All right. I haven't loaded up a video because La Bruja, our favorite place to eat, my favorite place to eat, the SSN Lifestyle members' favorite place to eat when we were there, it is off the charts. And one of the reasons it's off the chart is because of the price. Can you believe the pricing? I believe we had some ribs, coleslaw with, well, you could have had vegetables, steamed vegetables, or you could have put in fries, or you could have put in whatever you wanted. Actually, they made it. I believe the thing was only like $15, $12. I don't even know. All I know is even Mo was like, let me get some to go. E. White, let me get some of this stuff to go. I mean, the salmon was good. Everything on the menu, awesome. All right. Short ribs falling off the bone. Ribs falling off the bone. They just don't do ribs. All right. They have everything. But for $10, $9, come on. That's crazy. $15 for what you get. It's awesome. And the staff, unbelievably awesome as well. So that's down there. Eric, I love Vista Cana, but we know historically other projects have increased their prices during delivery. Just being cautious. First of all, cautious about, you have to be cautious. The bottom line is every contract but one has clauses to increase the price based on inflation. ICDV, some use ICDV. That's the inflation index. They use that. Only Larimar is the only one that in their contract says prices do not increase. That's the only one. Everybody else has something in their contract, or they have nothing in their contract, which is a red flag. Or they have some other things like the price will go up. So we're going to find out. But I would not suggest, and so we need Urbe Vista, Urbe Lux's contract, right? We need to see their contracts now, because these contracts change over time, because what they didn't do before the pandemic, they will do later. Now that they know, oh my God, if there's another situation, we can't be caught holding the bag when construction materials go up 40%. We can't charge people the same price. And our contract said, oh my, it's fixed. Or in some cases, it says you can go up to 20%. So if you bought something for 150,000 and then on delivery they say, hey, you owe us 180, it's 30,000 more, you're going to be upset. Or when we bought at the Panoramas and at Panorama Lake, they sent letters, and I believe it was 6 or 7%. Panorama Garden, if you didn't have yours, mine was capped at 10%. But if it wasn't capped at 10%, they sent a letter to everybody at Panorama Gardens and Panorama Park, 18%. So you thought you were buying something for 120,000. Now it's going to cost you 140, 145. You may say, okay, it's cool because the price went up a little bit. I get equity, but we don't want to even be in that scenario if we can get it. That's what makes Larimar number one, amongst other things, in my ranking of the top 5 resorts. Because that right there, if I buy something for 100,000, I know on delivery it's 100,000. Plus we get all these amenities and everything's included. Vista Cana, in their contracts, they generally have some provision for increase in prices. It is what it is. It's not Vista Cana, it's the developers. Vista Cana is not responsible for the developers. They sold them the land. The developers have their own contracts with you. So keep that in mind. All right. So that is one of those little things that we have to worry about out here. So just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Castillo, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. And he's a real estate investor, ladies and gentlemen. Are you getting these deals, Paul Castillo? Can you believe it? 87,000, 88,000 for Larimar Paradise Towers. Can you believe 99,000 at Urbe Vista, Urbe Lux? Can you believe that's for studio unit? And at Paradise Towers at Larimar, that's for a 1-bedroom. Can you believe these prices at these projects that have amenities galore? It's like a no-lose situation. I just don't see how you can't win with these prices. 1% is what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're looking at. Yes, indeed. We do have a lot of people in this group that bought units and will be needing a furnished package. Let's work on that, Eric, so we could get a better deal as a group. Paul Castillo, it's almost in stone. The guy's already committed. When I told him we are a project, we have 10, 15, 20, 30 people that can order. If they're going to agree, I got to go see them to make sure they're going to agree. If they agree, you guys are going to have custom. Your bedroom is 14 feet by 12 feet and you want certain structure on the wall, you can actually put it in the computer system, order up what you want based on what you may think is your style. Nobody else can have it, because if you start changing colors, you start putting in, hey, I want this over here, and moving things around, that unit is specifically built to your specs, your actual unit size to the last inch, or shall I say centimeter. All right. You put the order in, 90 days later, it's coming to you to put in your place, custom. You guys have to understand, I've been saying this for years. I go with luxury custom. If I can get custom and if I can get luxury, that equals 2 things: more money on rentals, and I know that traditionally the wear and tear lasts a little longer. Those are the things right there. We want quality. We want custom. We want it to be upscale if possible. And if you can get that at a reasonable rate, and I'm just going to tell you right now, it's straight from China. We ain't going to mix no bones about it. They have manufacturing facilities over there now after freaking 50 years. Come on. All right. They are doing the build. That's why it's coming back in 90 days. So you can have your living room, dining room, all of that custom. 90 days later, it's sitting right in your place, specifically to your centimeter of how you wanted it on your diagram on the computer. You are the architect, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And you know who gets those? The interior decorators, the interior designers, the projects. This is why when those guys are selling you furniture packages, they are giving you literally the same type of programming. They put in the renderings. They know they can order it and have that made. They know it only costs $1,000 for each piece, let's say, and you're getting 10 pieces. That's 10 grand. They're going to charge you 16, 18 or 20 or 25. They're getting some of the profit off the furniture package. We're bypassing the middleman. We always like bypassing the middleman because we are a business. We deserve not having to pay premium pricing. Not everybody wants to wait. Not everybody wants to be patient, but we're going to make it happen. All right. This is what I do, ladies and gentlemen. You guys don't know me that well other than what I've been doing here, but in the background, this is what I used to do. I make deals. We get it done. Let's make this happen when the time comes. I personally need a 2-bed package. Hey, Paul Castillo, you get to make your 2-bed package. Like I said, one of these days, I will make a video very shortly when we were at Opian, and we'll show you the $4,000. George has video. I have video. The $4,000 when he says, oh, this whole thing right here is $4 grand. And we're like, wait, okay. So a bed, yes, it would cost me $1,000. Yes, the platform might cost me about $1,000. And that headboard that goes the full length of the wall, that whole package setup would have cost me maybe $4 grand by itself. But now you throw in a desk, you throw in that little headboard that has nightstands at the end. All of a sudden, you're sitting there like, wait, 2 bedrooms, $8 grand, custom made, my colors, whether it's wood, whether it's stone, whatever you want to put on there, it's your make. Custom made specifically down to each size of every room. So you don't have to do this thing where you go to the furniture store, you buy the bed, you get to the house and you're like, damn, that king size bed and 2 nightstands can't fit. No. See, you're going to know the measurements. So you know, okay, this is exactly the size I want. I want my nightstands to be 18 inches long or wide instead of 12, because I have enough room. This is the decisions you get to make. And again, it's worth its weight in gold because every piece of your apartment or villa can be made to your specs. Nobody else can produce it because it's made for your room, your every area. So keep that in mind. It's very, very special. I'm excited about it, quite frankly. This is what I not really did interior designing. But whenever I moved to a house, I would always have my stuff is kind of semi-custom or specialty items. So therefore, it lasts forever. And especially when you get quality. Price and quality, those are 2 of the hardest things to get when it comes to furniture. Traditionally, just like we were saying earlier, IKEA, let's get real. If you're trying to buy IKEA furniture and you're going to do short-term rentals, that is ill-advised. You will be changing that furniture next year, especially if you have like a 60 to 70% rental occupancy rate. It's not gonna last. All right. So you might as well just pay the proper amounts. And if you can get a wholesale where other people have to spend $3,000 just for a sofa or $4,000, and you can spend $1,000, that gives you an advantage, a huge advantage. All right. Yes, Paul Castillo, this is what we do, man. We're going to make it happen. We have the SSN lifestyle where you guys can actually come at the end of April, early May. I haven't set it up exactly yet, but you can come with us. You will be there on the ground, and we will be going to Opian at that point. just to show them, hey, we got another 5 to 10 people this time. So we are a project. So let's get down to business, even though we won't have to prove that. But all I'm trying to say is they will see you. You can go there and you can talk to them. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I can make my whole apartment my own. And then you can start designing colors and lighting and it starts getting awesome. So don't worry about that. We're gonna make it happen. It's happening. Like I said, I'll be over there in like 2 to 3 weeks, and I got to talk to them just so they're on the page. Make sure they know this is going down, and of course they're in the business of selling in volume. So if we got 10 people, 15 people in about a year or whenever, if he says okay, we'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we're going to be good. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. But before I do, we got to play some videos, right? I'm trying to see. This is another video I did, but this is the same similar video, just a little bit different. So check it out. The intro is almost the same. The ending may be a little bit different. So check this out when we went to Nestor's office for the SSN Live. For playing that music. So it will be changed. Don't worry later. But even that little bit of music, they're going to say copyright strike. Unbelievable. Anyhow, UMG, Universal Music Group, leave it up to them. They're Johnny on the spot, but I got to love it. If you're in the music business, they're giving people their props. They're giving them their money. They're giving them their royalties. So just off of those little 20, 30 seconds, little royalties are getting paid. That's why you want those trademarks. You want some music. You want something that can give you a return on your money continuously. All right, just letting you know. Okay, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. See us on Monday for the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Share the videos. Smash the like buttons. Let people know they have an opportunity here with no credit check, no qualifying, overseas real estate, pre-construction, and you can make it your own. Right now, you can get into many different projects that you love. Don't have to pick the ones I love. You are going to love something differently. So why not? Come on for the ride, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to lead you to the water. But once again, only a few will follow, regardless. And in 2 or 3 years, people will be saying, I remember when those were 100,000. I remember when those were 99,000. I remember when they were 175,000. Just like right now, I remember the Larimar penthouses when they were 295,000. God, what the hell's going on? They're selling for 800,000. This is the kind of stuff that's going to happen. And you're here for it. So all I'm saying is you have to make a decision. You have to take a risk. Life is a risk. You wake up, get in your car, that's a risk. You walk across the street, that's a risk. You go into your job and not getting fired is a risk. So just keep everything in perspective. Money comes, money goes. But you're going to have to try to make your money work for you because your financial freedom is at stake and you need to get assets ASAP. And I thank you for being here. I love all of you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching the videos, and I appreciate you for being here on the live streams and watching the videos, which are not live stream videos. So that's always helpful. So make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates, because we know it's hard out here. You know it's hard out here. Do not take it for granted. If you are rolling and you're out here playing around, people are out here tonight popping bottles. They're out here buying drinks. They're out here spending hundreds of thousands of dollars as a group. Imagine if those people said, you know what, instead of me spending this $200 to $500 in a VIP section and popping all these bottles at $1,000, they said, wait, that's $1,000. I could reserve a unit. And if I'm doing this every other week, a couple $1,000s per month, I could be buying myself property. Just saying. But make sure you stay safe, ladies and gentlemen, because no matter what, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.